Hello, Ecotourism Bali. I'm Francisco Situmorang. Welcome back to our Ecotourism Bali Eco Warriors in the November edition. And today we're really excited to be dropped in Samadi International or Samadi Bali. And we will discuss with the owner of Samadi Bali, with Mr. Jacques. Hello, Mr. Jacques. Good morning. How are you?
Meet you. Good.
Good. Thank you for having us and for the opportunity to visit your places. This is a really great place, and thank you for your willingness as our eco warrior in this November editions. So,
Welcome.
yeah, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
My name is Jacques. I'm originally from Holland, spending already happy 20 years in Bali, involved in many different things. And last 10 years I'm involved in Samadi Bali, which has a variety of wellness activity, yoga, meditation, workshops, and one of our new ventures is Samadi Bali Supermarket. The supermarket is focused on three things, which is free of plastic packaging, healthy food, fresh food, so no conservatives or colorants, and as most as possible from local sources and producers.
Yeah, it's nice initiative. Three focus: no plastic, healthy food, and local.
Exactly.
Support local business. And to start this discussion, I would like to ask about my curiosity about your story behind you run these businesses. What drives you?
I think it's always nice to do something you're, first of all, excited about, what you like, but also what's kind of makes you feel good, right? So, and I think one of the things what makes me feel good is contributing to the planet in a way, that is making it better, instead of depleting sources or whatever. I think one of the things why we also talk with you is about, ecological responsibility. And but for me, one important thing is also that the quality of our food chain, I think, degraded. There's a lot of bad food which causes diseases and blah blah, and we should clean up the food chain a little.
Right.
So,
Great.
I like to do that. I like to eat good also.
Because you are like foodies.
Well, I love good food. So for me, that's one of the. I'm really happy with my own supermarket. I don't have to go to other supermarkets anymore.
It's great. Yeah.
Makes it easy.
And when it started first?
Samadi Bali started in 2013. This was my home. Originally, this is what you see in the back was my living room. I used to game here with my kids, and was a big sofa and like a projector. And one of yoga teachers, Andrea, she came in and they wanted to start a yoga studio in Canggu, and they asked if they could do yoga in my living room. So
great.
It was a small start, and it grew out to it's a big property. There's rooms and everything, and there's a restaurant in the front. And the supermarket is something we just opened just before COVID. Actually, when we had to close our Sunday market, because of the COVID rules, we couldn't do the market anymore. It was the first day we opened the supermarket.
The supermarket.
So it's like it's 3 years ago now or something. Something like that.
So you started first as the yoga places in 2013. And you opened Sunday Market. It's well known in Bali.
Sunday Market is like 8 years already, I think.
And
maybe 9 years already.
Or since 2015?
I think we started recently after starting with the yoga, maybe 1 year later or something. Because we had a restaurant.
Okay.
And we had this organic farmers supplying.
All right.
And from there came the idea, why don't we do like a farmers market with our suppliers? So.
All right. One interesting thing that I'm curious about, do you find it difficult to find the vendors or the suppliers who focuses on they are local and they are using organic things?
I think the difficulty might be in knowing sure it's organic, right? And it can also start organic. And if there comes anything into the business is not organic, we focus mainly, or actually only for all those time on vegan and vegetarian, which is kind of doable. It was hard to do, for example, fish and chicken is very complicated to find clean, nice organic chicken. But actually now we find a really good supplier. Actually on the fair, your fair in the Potato Head, we found a supplier who has certified organic sustainable fish. So we're gonna work with them.
Oh yeah.
And so we're now happy actually because we are not per definition vegan or vegetarian. But for me it's important that the food comes from a clean source, right? Yeah.
As you mentioned before, that your food are good quality and sustainable. Yeah. And what is
fresh? I think fresh is also important.
Fresh, yeah.
I think one of the things I see in supermarkets is what a lot of people not realize. It's like you look at the package, you say, oh, expiry date is like 2-3 years ahead. Maybe it's also produced a year ago already, right? So it looks all safe, but basically you're eating old food, right? So I thought, plus it's all in plastic. So that was a little bit for us, let's do fresh food. Most of our food has, like peanut butter is easy to have a long shelf life, but all our food is fresh. We have juices that fresh every day. So so you don't need to basically put anything in the food to keep it longer, right? Just eat more fresh food.
Fresh food, right. So my first, I'm also curious, like when I visit your store, supermarket, I cannot find any single-use plastic anymore. When, of course, not long-lasting, the food, what happens if they are going expired?
So we have a restaurant and supermarkets. We also like to waste food, like throw away. So if things end up the expire date, then we are more happy to give it free to loyal customers or people who come in the shop.
Right.
So we have our own bakery also. We bake bread every day. The second day you can have the bread. It's still good, the bread, but it's not daily fresh bread anymore. We give it for 50%. So all the veggies, fresh veggies we have in the supermarket, if they would be not, let's say, fresh enough for sale anymore, they go in the kitchen and we make products like soups, blah blah. So of course we have to be very creative, not to throw the food away. But of course we like to sell it, right? That's
But you never waste the food.
Of course, sometimes things waste, but it's unavoidable in a business like a restaurant and thing. But I think also, plastic is a big thing. But at the end, paper is also waste. Glass can also be waste. We give money for return your glass bottles and jars. I think we're the only one. In Europe, it's very normal, And glassware, you get your recycling money back, like bottles, even PET bottles, they do that.
All right.
I think here it's very unusual, but we more and more clients start to do that. So so we reuse the glassware. And but of course also, I mean, we were talking before about organic waste is also waste, right?
So what I think in my mind, please correct me if I'm wrong. So you're focusing how to make it as a wellness places, but you also support for the good food. So it's for your body and also for your soul. It's combined.
I think I think whatever you eat is as important, or even maybe more important than what exercise or practice you do or whatever. So it's good to do practice for physical health. It's good to do things like meditation or whatever, personal growth things for your mental health. And but of course, it depends also what you eat. Right?
And I would like to ask you, what is the most interesting thing you like it from your businesses right now? And what is the most you don't like about it?
I think the most I like the people, right? We have
Yeah.
a big team. I think we are with including the restaurant, supermarkets, production staff, and all our yoga teachers. We are close to 100 people. I like that to have that community and to see people enjoying being part of that, you know. And
Yeah, agree.
I rarely see here one of our team with a long face or whatever. You know, they're happy. They like to.
Yeah.
Many of our staff is already from before Samadi already with us, right? So,
Yeah.
it's a nice team. There was also motivation to get us through the COVID, you know,
Yeah.
to not have to close or fire people.
Yeah.
So that went well. We survived that. The last I would say I don't know actually what I like the last. I mean, maybe sometimes feel like the responsibility, right, for all that people and the organization, and there comes a lot of legalities. You know, before people think, oh, in Bali, and you can do whatever you like, which is true, but still you have to follow the regulations.
All right.
And what we do, there is a lot of regulations. So to get that part, but so far also good. So. Yeah, I think like the organization side, but I have an amazing partner. It's Marcelo. You just met him, so he buys in that kind of things more than I do. So we're a good team, so that's nice.
So you're really focusing on the people, right?
Yeah.
For your employee and also for your community.
I think it's like I feel like it's a people with people for people, right? So we are, and basically we are a platform. Samadi, the name actually.
Yeah, I'm curious about the meaning of Samadi.
The name Samadi would be like the highest state of being. So I don't know if there is a highest state of being, you know.
Yeah.
So, but for sure, as human beings, I feel we should constantly learn and grow. Yeah, and that is for everybody different.
Yeah.
And Samadi, we like to be a place for that. For anybody who's involved here, we like staff to grow. We like customers to grow. I like to grow, you know. So I feel that's Samadi is basically a platform for that, and do it in an enjoyable way and a healthy way.
Yeah.
And together, whatever, as a team, right? Yeah.
It's really interesting for me because at first I thought that Samadi just focuses on sustainable food. Some things are related to sustainability, but after I heard from you, it's about people and how you empower or encourage people to be more sustainable, and it's change the mindset and change the the games. It's a really interesting point.
Yeah, I also do this, what we do at the supermarket. I feel as an entrepreneur, you can do more than as an individual. I can try to live a plastic-free life, and that would be a complete headache, you know, because you know, you still want to consume in a normal way. But as an entrepreneur, you can actually do something and have a more effect on a big scale. I'm very excited that we have, for example, suppliers of goods that originally had plastic packaging. And that completely changed all their packaging, you know, also for, you know, they supply to other supermarkets or places to sell. So that you feel like, okay, you can actually inspire other people, you know, and with that make a bigger change, right?
Wow. I'm giving a higher appreciation for you because you can change the market, you can change how the business is. And
it's still an unknown, I see, really problem, what most people not see. I find also I'm happy you interview me, so we get this message out a little bit, because I think even a lot of people come to our supermarket, they actually not realize, you know, that there's no plastic packaging, and that the food is actually, you know, like fresh quality local food. I mean, we put it everywhere, but, you know, so it's not that everybody know that also.
Sometimes people just follow the hypes, FOMO, fears of missing out.
Yeah, or the store that is the closest, you know. There's also can be a reason. We are in a good neighborhood here. There's a lot of people. So I also like I would like to team up more with people who are the same,
You know.
who are on the same mission. So in that
Yeah.
sense, it's good to
Yeah.
be part of, so to be now,
Eco.
what is an eco warrior, right? So you connect all those people.
Yeah, we're connecting the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And it is more technical question, which I'm sure that you're quite familiar with SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which point of the SDGs most related to Samadi Bali?
Yeah, that is a good question. I think the next step could be really not about no plastic, but more reducing waste. And I would like, actually, it would be maybe a call for somebody who is interested in, recycling glass. That could be, for example, a company that connects all the supermarkets, because we all use the same jars.
Yeah.
And they all come from China.
All right.
Import, and every, in all the supermarkets you see the same type of jar. There's already companies who recycle that, because we can buy the second-hand glass. But I think there's probably still a lot of stuff ending up in landfill, from reusable. Just reusable is the first step. Recyclable is, to make from glass new glass.
Yeah.
But we have these bottles already 11 years. We also like to have a good bottle, so people don't throw away this bottle because they love the bottle. Right. So
It's already 11 years. Use it.
well, I'm not sure this bottle is 11 years, but we use this bottle already from the beginning. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Great.
Yeah. But just the future goals. Well, we like to be more known. The goal is it's not to be as big as possible. Maybe have at strategic locations 6 or 10 different outlets for the supermarket.
Yeah.
And we like to be part in other companies. I play, for example, paddle. We love to, bring our food and goods also in that community, in sport communities, things like that. So they help to increase the awareness about waste and quality of food. Right?
Yeah.
So that's, I think, the most, and how to measure that. I think the more you see people are going to actually eat and consume, better quality and fresh food and local products. Yeah, I don't think you need to drink Evian water from France, Bali, right? So there's plenty of water here, so things like that.
And something's unique from Samadi Bali. You are in the center of the tourism. Canggu, which is well-known as mass tourism.
Yeah.
How does it works? Like, you are focusing on sustainability in the this massive tourist.
Yeah.
How the response of the market for your business?
Yeah, that's all the story about Bali is getting too busy. I think if we do it in a responsible way, it doesn't have to affect Bali negative, right? So I'm here a long time. Actually, I always keep escaping I live in Tabana now, When I started here and building this place, the Padang Linjong was nothing, right? There was no business in the whole Padang Linjong. And my kids were playing on the street here with the little bicycle and everything. People always say, Bali is getting so busy, but if you drive up north 10 minutes, it's quiet nature, and I think it's a small percentage of the island that is like getting overcrowded. But it also has its charms, beautiful places. People can express their creativity here in Bali very good in building, and there's really good restaurants and all kind of things happening here. I think if we all raise awareness, to not leave your trash behind where you walk, right? So create less trash and clean it up.
Yeah.
Then I think the same as you would do at your home, right? It's not that you go to the toilet, flush it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or don't clean your kitchen, right?
Yeah.
I think if we take care of Bali like that, it should not be an issue, right? So
yeah, great. I learned a lot from you.
Thanks.
And how do you see Bali in the next 5 years, and how Samadi Bali can contribute for the sustainability of tourism?
It's hard to say the next. I think it goes very fast, the development. If you see the construction going on. So if it goes on like the last 5 years, it will get busier and busier. But I also see that, for example, governments like Tabanan, I've been meetings with them. They have learned from what was happening in Bandung area, right? So they actually are wanting a more greener infrastructure, more place, less building per square meter, thing like that. There's a big highway coming, which you might say is good or not good. I think it will help with the traffic. Right. So I think if there's wise decisions made, how to manage the growth. And then it could be really nice. And our position will be. Well, we might be in a few different places, and I think. But what we want to keep doing is just tell the message, right? So, and work together with people, increase local organic farming, thing like that. So work with local farmers. I think awareness is a thing. That's a little bit what we like to support, right?
So the more tourism developed, Samadi Bali still want to contribute to bring to embrace to encourage the awareness, build awareness, and still to contribute. The more tourists came, the more you can support the local farms and local businesses. So it's in line.
And working together on the same. People have the same mission and vision. Would be nice, because I'm saying is typically in this tree there's also Bali Buddha alive. They, for example, also more focus on the healthy food supplying to the customer. And I think rather than seeing people as a competition, is we're on the same mission. If you work together, you easier create more awareness under the public.
Agree.
About that. So. And if things become a trend, right? Let's say we sell more and more popular fresh food. I'm not saying names of other supermarkets, but they will also starting food, because most people just like to sell what sells good, right?
That's true. And what do you know about ecotourism Bali? Not our company, but in general.
I think there's a lot of people active in that, what I see and read. There's more and more people also, they call it eco-sustainable building, right? Don't touch the landscaping too much, right? Building with bamboo. I think solar power is still like underdeveloped, could be more. Though there's also negative effects on the waste of the panels and the batteries after their life. But I mean, you hear a lot about it, and I think also because there's such a big, for example, plastic problem, it kind of helps to wake up people. People more and more start to see that, like, hey, the beaches are full with plastic, or we really have to do something. So I see a good. I'm a positive thinker anyway. So I see, and because I mean it's a lovely island with lovely people, and you see they care about. I've never seen basically a place on the planet. They care more about their place than Balinese people, right?
Wow.
And I think that also what makes it really nice here. They also care about the people that are coming. I think it's the people mostly what make it special here, right?
Because Balinese people have Trihita Karana, right?
They really. You see, it's not that they do the ceremonies or live their religion, for example, because they have to. You can see that they just all part of that, right?
Part of it. Yes. And who has inspired you as who you are now, and to run these sustainable things?
I was looking for like a person name or something. It's not somebody. not somebody specific. I think what inspired me is I did several self-development courses and kind of waking up on personal responsibility.
All right.
Instead of being a victim of this or that or complaining about things, I think I learned that every form of complaint or criticism is basically opportunity to look at yourself. Well, okay, what can you do yourself, right? So if I would be, who inspired me would be my teachers in my meditations or did avatar course, things for different practice I did, and yoga teachers. So things that help you to learn more about yourself. Yeah. So it's in general, I think your teachers in life that inspire you to become a better person or right.
Yeah. Or maybe we don't have to have inspire someone who inspire us. Maybe it comes from ourselves, because I see it come from yourself because you learn. But if you don't aware about it, how you can be run this?
Yeah, I think awareness in life is the most important thing, right? Don't close your eyes or put your things up, and personal responsibility, right? Don't wait for others to do something, or if you have a problem, don't blame others, or waiting for them to fix it or whatever. See whatever you can do yourself about it, right?
Yeah. Actually, I still have a lot of questions, but I'll keep it for our Ecotourism Bali audience so they can find the answer by themselves to Samadi Bali Supermarket. And this is might be my last question for this station. What is your message to young people or to the tourists or someone who focuses on sustainability in Bali to inspire them or to encourage them to join this sustainability commitment?
Young people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Young people.
I would say most important, I think, for young people. I have also 3 children. They are like around 20, I think, still young. But live your life, passionately. Do what you dream of, but always look whatever effect you have on the world, which is like a material level, but also to other people. I try to be a nice being, right, to others and to the planet, but mostly do what you're passionate about. I think that would be my message to young people.
Yeah. And your message just touched me, and wow. Yeah. It's just a reminder for ourselves as a youth. Yeah,
don't be a slave of what you think you have to do or what other people tell you to do, or make sure, in general, it's important to have an enjoyable life, right?
Yeah.
Not at the cost of other people, that's basically it.
Great.
And make your motorbikes more silent.
Exactly.
Please. That's also like pollution. The noise from the motorbikes. Thank you.
It's a really nice discussion, guys, with Jack. Very insightful and inspiring. But as I mentioned before, we are looking forward for you to visit Samadi Bali to learn about sustainability and to practice the real of sustainability. Maybe you can visit the Sunday market. You can promote your Sunday market.
Yeah, just come. It's nice. It's every week, and but that's also Sunday market. I think why the Sunday market is successful. I think many people from the Sunday market, the vendors, they tell me for them it's the best day of the week. They really enjoy it. And that also helped even when it's like in the after COVID was slow startup. Not many customers. They just very loyal and they keep coming because they also love it to be part of that story, right? And to meet all the other vendors and whatever. It's a really nice team. And I think if you come, you will feel that vibe, right? And the things they make or they bring, it's not only fresh veggies and things like that, but also they make amazing stuff.